Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the OJSeez. This is the channel where I talk about record stores, record buying, and jazz record history. So today I've got something a little different. I want to talk a little bit about record collecting and record collections, and in particular, those records that you find, those of you who use Discogs to log, keep a running tab of all your LPs, so you don't buy too many of them or buy the same ones over and over again, which is what I do, of course. But every now and again, I go through. I'm not sure if anyone else does this. Maybe you can leave me a comment. Go through Discogs, go through my collection just to kind of clean it up, double check things here and there, and then I like to kind of rank them, see, of course, which ones are going up in value. But the flip side of that ranking of going up in value is not just that the bottom you see LPs that are not worth a lot, and of course we all have a few of those, usually from the 1980s, but you also find, or I've definitely found, I suspect many of you have found, that there are a number of albums that have never sold, that there is no price tag attached to them on Discogs. So I thought that would be a fun thing to do today, is just to go to the bottom of the barrel and talk a little bit about maybe reasons why these LPs or these versions, these issues and reissues of these LPs have never sold on Discogs. Okay, so let's start. So for those of you who are kind of scratching your heads or getting ready to turn off, don't do that. Make sure to hit like and absolutely make sure to subscribe. But what are you talking about, Greg? Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Discogs, there's a URL at the top, and this is the bottom. So I think what I've done is I clicked low, and it ranks all of the prices of all of your LPs. Okay, very simple to do. Often I just keep it on added because I like to kind of see what I've bought recently. But this is the lowest price albums that I have here. So let me I'm going to say, let me just go through them quickly. I'm going to say that there are maybe, what do you think, guys? I think that maybe there's a dozen or so LPs, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 15 LPs here. Some which definitely deserve not ever to be sold or resold on Discogs, but some which are kind of like, what's going on? Why isn't anyone selling and buying this album online? And so there's a few reasons why. All right. I'm actually going to start here. Let's go back on me here. I'm going to start, sorry, everyone, by showing you this album that that I just bought yesterday. It's part of the Blue Note reissue series. They all come in this kind of, it's actually not a terribly lovely packaging. They're always this kind of brownish covers. Let me take out the vinyl here. The backs again always look the same. There's a little kind of Blue Note label here, which is nice. But anyway, so why did I start thinking about this? I don't obsess too much about my Discogs lists and my LPs. That's a lie. But when I picked this up the other day, I got home and I just didn't have time to figure out what issue it was. It was, excuse me, it was a pretty decent price. I don't have it, of course. But I just didn't have time to check out which one it was. I listened to the first, it's two LPs, the first LP, and it's absolutely fantastic. Would highly recommend it. So putting that aside, got home, tried to figure out which version I had. All right, let's flip back. And like I said, it was a $30 album, 30 Canadian that is, so about 22 US dollars. I thought that was a pretty decent cost price. Let's go here. Realize that, clickety click, there we go. Of all the versions, let's take us to all the versions first. There actually aren't that many versions. No compact discs. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only one that says that there's a gatefold issue. But I'm not sure if other people have noticed that, but sometimes when you go on Discogs, some say gatefold, and then you look at all the versions, they're all gatefold. What's going on? So does that mean these other ones are not gatefold? Not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments if you know an answer to that, or if you have a copy that's not a gatefold, let me know. But this one's definitely a gatefold. It's still in the shrink, so I'm like, should I take this out when I show people? No. It is a gatefold, but I did go and check out the vinyl, and the vinyl actually does adhere to the ID, the dead wax inscriptions here as well. So I'm fairly certain that this is a version which again has never, as we can see up here in the top right hand corner, it has never sold on Discogs, which is interesting. Why? I have no idea. If you have an idea, you have some thoughts, let me know. Send me a DM. Put a comment in. But that's what got me onto this. That's what got me thinking. Why? All right. Let's move on to the next one. Well, actually, let's pull up my my list again here. Give me 2 seconds, everyone. Hang on there with me. Okay, back to the list. All right, let's have a look at Oil Can Harry. It's a venue in Vancouver. Grant Green has a really fantastic live LP that just came out a couple years ago that was also recorded in Oil Can Harry's. I want to say there's a third artist, but I can't remember who it is. But anyway, so this LP just came out a couple years ago, 2021, and I ordered it online, but not from Discogs. It's never, as you can see here, it's never sold on Discogs. There's 6 copies, so there's a fair number of copies floating around, but no one's bought it. It's not because this fellow is not very well known. Jamal, he's very well known. I've seen others show this LP online. I think the Wax showed a copy. I want to say a month or 2 ago. It's a great LP. And I'll just show you the labels there. Whoop. So I'm just gonna say, I don't know. Is it the really ugly cover? Is it still relatively new? Not really. It's about 3 years old. Hard to know why that is not, or has never, I should say, has never sold online. So that's another curious one. All right, let's go back to Discogs. This next one. Sorry, everyone. You can see some of my collection here. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. Keith Jarrett Trio. Let's pull that back up. A live album from 1989. I'll pull this up in a second. Let's just focus on Discogs. A live show from 1989, October 1989 in Stockholm. Very well-known artist, and again has never sold. Strange. 91 have, 11 want. Is it that strange? Actually, no, it is not all that strange, because this is apparently, it's an unofficial copy. So those of you who are going through the bottom and you don't pay too much attention, but there's no price next to it, Discogs is actually pretty focused on making sure that they're not providing a platform for people to sell bootleg LPs. So this is strange. I bought this at a local record store where I bought, very legit place. I won't mention them. but I buy a lot of albums from them, and so I was really surprised that it was an unofficial copy. It's from Alternative Fox. I think I've seen that label around before. Sorry, I need to kind of boost up my light in here today. It's not very bright. Sorry, everyone. 2 LPs. Anyway, Alternative Fox, and yeah, it hasn't sold because Discogs doesn't permit it to be sold. There you go. So there's another reason why perhaps your LP has never ever sold on Discogs. All right, let's go back to the collection. I just got a couple more. Hang on there, everyone. Here we go. Let's go up and talk about Chico Hamilton. I found the other main reason why an LP has never sold online is because it's a Canadian version, or in some cases a Japanese version. There are a lot of versions of Passing Through. Let's have a check, see all the versions. Cha Cha Cha. There we go. Anyways, 1973, recording on Impulse. I think it's gone up in value over the last little while. You can see that I have an original. It's an original Canadian version that was made by Spartan down in London, Ontario, who did all of the Impulse albums in the early 60s, I want to say. Very, very high quality. In fact, this version does, I'm not going to try to show you, but this version, you can see here, it says Spartan. Where does it say Spartan? Here it is, right front and center. This Canadian version does have an RVG in the dead wax. It sounds absolutely terrific. I got it for a song many years ago. It was a little scuffed up. I might look for a new copy. I really love this album. Anyway, it sounds absolutely amazing, but maybe because people are like, what? Impulse? What is this? Maybe there aren't that many versions around. But if you see a copy that says Spartan on it, yes, it is an Impulse album. It is made by or cut by Van Gelder, Rudy Van Gelder, and it sounds terrific. But if we go over, you'll see, double checking here, but you'll see mono as well, I should say, that it too has never sold. In fact, there isn't even a copy online. There's like 66 people here who apparently want that LP. Same thing for Chico Hamilton's Chico. Why is there an asterisk next to the first one? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Not as good as the other LP, but again, Spartan. It's on Spartan and Impulse. Great LP. This one's actually in better shape than the other one that I have. So it's a Canadian version, and again, never been sold on Discogs. RVG stamp, sounds amazing. Don't shy away from Spartan Impulse 60s copies, especially if it's a mono original. Don't do that. Don't ignore it, man. Okay, I got 2 more. Hang on, I just got 2 more to show you, everyone. Voila. So Milt Jackson's quartet featuring Horace Silver. This is a US version on Prestige. It is a Deep Groove original mono. What year is that? I'm going to say 62, but I'll check in a second. Who's playing on that? So whoops, sorry, everyone. Should have tossed out the nasty. So there's the Deep Groove original. Sorry. I'll add more light for my next video. Apologies, everyone. Yeah, Again, Van Gelder in the Dead Wax. Really, okay. That's actually just on the plastic, not on the sleeve itself. The sleeve is in absolute pristine. That it's like a near mint on both the sleeve and on the vinyl. Let's have a quick look and see what this thing is going for. Okay, some of you are like Milt Jackson, Greg, whatever. There are a lot of Milt Jackson LPs out there, but Milt Jackson, Horace Silver on piano, Percy Heath on drums, of course, and Connie Kay. Sorry, on bass, excuse me, and Connie Kay on drums. This is a wonderful album. It's beautiful. It sounds beautiful. And what is this thing going for? It's not going for anything because la, 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 la. Let's have a look. Because it's never sold. 7 copies for $5. If you want to get, maybe if you're just starting out, if you don't have a lot of cash, go on Discogs and buy it, man. It's awesome. It sounds really lovely, especially if you like vibes. The vibes are really up front. That's Milt Jackson. Some people don't like vibes. I'm a Bobby Hutcherson fanatic, so I've just been going back through the catalog, and of course, Milt Jackson is the man on vibes. So terrific, absolutely terrific. I don't know. I probably paid more than $5.27 as it's showing here. Let me get back on myself here. Okay. I think I probably paid $10 or $15 for it, but this is an original Prestige Deep Groove RVG in the Dead Wax. Fabulous, fabulous. Never, ever sold. The other one that's been in my collection for a longer time is McCoy Tyner's Sahara. This is, of course, you can already see over here, it's a Japanese version, and it's been languishing. That's a VC term. Languishing at the bottom, at the recesses in the basement of my Discogs. But just in preparation for this recording today, I went and double checked it, and I actually think that this has just never been logged on Discogs. So I chose a version, an MSP 9039 from 1972, but I don't think, actually, I double checked it. Spent like half an hour looking this morning, just double checking to make sure that's the right copy, but it's not. It's not the right copy, so I'm not sure about that one. So it could be that some of these that are not listed, you've made a mistake, and no one has them, and in fact yours hasn't been input yet. And that's the case with this, because if you have a look through the McCoy Tyner Sahara list, you won't see this really lovely green Obi here that I believe I bought online from Face Records during COVID. So there you go. Yeah, so everyone watching, please drop a comment. Let me know if you like the video, and if you have copies as well, if you have thoughts on some of the reasons why the albums that I've showed you, or some of the reasons why the albums that you have are at the bottom of your Discogs. Okay, take care, everyone. See you again on the OJSeez.